Good evening and welcome to our platforms, nrpmediaja.com, also Facebook and YouTube at nrpmediaja. It's Friday, December 15, 2023. I am Lou Ann Bramwell Shakes with the NRP Evening News Roundup. Here are the headlines. Met Service predicts increased island-wide rainfall for Saturday night through to Monday. Prime Minister hails Jamaica's strong economic performance. Government announces plans to mandate plastic separation and recycling starting next year. And in sports, Reggae Boys captain and goalkeeper Andre Blake hosts successful goalkeeping clinic. The news this evening comes to you courtesy of NRP Radio, reaching you where you are. No boundaries, no limitations.
Celebrating 3 years since our inception, the NRP brand of radio and other social media platforms on NRP Media JA is your newest online platform accessible for the promotion of your church and community activities along with news and sports related information. It's the platform you have been longing for. So call us today at 876-336-9928 or email us at nationalreligiousmedia@gmail.com.
NRP Media and Radio, reaching you where you are. No boundaries, no limitations.
Now the details of the news. A cold front and prefrontal trough is projected to enter the Western Caribbean this weekend and is expected to impact weather conditions over Jamaica starting Saturday night. The National Meteorological Service says the forecast is for cloudy conditions with periods of showers and thunderstorms to affect northwestern and southern parishes Saturday night before spreading to the remainder of the island on Sunday. Shower activity is then expected to continue across northern and southeastern parishes on Monday. The Met Service added that as the island comes under the influence of the cold front on Monday afternoon, cooler than normal temperatures and windy conditions, especially across northern parishes, are expected and last for most of the week. Fishers and other marine interests are being asked to exercise caution as sea conditions will deteriorate in the vicinity of showers and thunderstorms. The Meteorological Service will continue to monitor this system. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says Jamaica's strong economic performance, unprecedented growth, and record job gains is a positive note on which to end the year and to build for 2024 and beyond. Addressing the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation's end-of-year staff appreciation function in Kingston yesterday, Mr. Holness said the positive trajectory must be maintained. The Prime Minister said as a country, more jobs are being created and the economy is starting to show real positive and sustainable signs of growth, but he said there is still a long way to go. The Prime Minister said the government takes pride in the fact that more water is being turned on than ever before. More roads are being prepared, while others are being built. Noting that the ministry is accomplishing the stated mandate of the government in driving economic growth and job creation, the Prime Minister disclosed that the Ministry of Economic Growth has achieved the lowest ever unemployment rate in the history of Jamaica, and the economy is seeing growth. Meanwhile, the government has announced plans to mandate plastic separation and recycling by all ministries, departments and agencies, and statutory bodies as part of the management of solid waste. Addressing the opening of a new recycling plant by Recycling Partners of Jamaica at Nagohead, Portmore, St. Catherine on Thursday, December 14, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said legislation will be developed and brought to Parliament to support the new policy. According to the Prime Minister, it is important that the work being done is supported by the public effort of being responsible in the management and disposal of waste. He said the government can and will aid in this and will be making a special budgetary allocation for a public education campaign to support the proper disposal of waste, in particular plastics. He further pointed out that in the next budget, the government will make the new initiative a line item and details will be announced prior to its implementation. The Prime Minister advised that the work of the plastic separation policy has been completed, and as such, implementation is now set for the beginning of the next fiscal year. The Consumer Affairs Commission, CAC, has secured 22 million in refund compensation on behalf of the aggrieved consumers for the period April to October 2023. This was revealed by the Communications Director at the CAC, Latoya Halstead, during a Jamaica Information Service JIS think tank yesterday at the agency's head office in Kingston. Ms. Halstead noted that during the period, 893 complaints were handled, of which 572, or 64.5%, were resolved. The Communications Director pointed out that the top three categories of complaints were electrical equipment, appliances and other services and utilities, and hardware, which placed third for the first time. The communications officer encouraged consumers to read all the labels carefully and test the appliances in store when purchasing electrical items. Finally, the Southern Regional Health Authority, SRHA, has implemented a renal anemia clinic at the Mandeville Regional Hospital in Manchester to manage and monitor renal patients who normally end up being hospitalized because of issues related to low blood levels. The clinic is the only one of its kind in the island and is opened every Wednesday. The anemia clinic serves some 179 patients who are provided with blood and iron transfusion and erythropoietin injections to assist with keeping their blood levels within the normal range. SRHA Regional Technical Director, Dr. Vichilius Holder, explained that if one's kidneys are damaged, they produce less of a hormone called erythropoietin, which is needed to make red blood cells. The results in fewer cells being made and causes anemia. Anemia is a common complication of kidney disease. Meanwhile, Regional Director of the SRHA, Mr. Michael Bent, while commending the team, said that as the authority, the Southern Regional Health continue to leverage its resources and develop programs and initiatives to provide quality and effective health care to its clients. You are listening to news on NRP Radio, your primary Christian source for news, sports, and the weather on nrpmediaja.com. Reaching you where you are, no boundaries, no limitations.
Celebrating 3 years since our inception, the NRP brand of radio and other social media platforms on NRP Media JA is your newest online platform accessible for the promotion of your church and community activities, along with news and sports related information. It's the platform you have been longing for. So call us today at 876-336-9928 or email us at nationalreligiousmedia@gmail.com.
NRP Media and Radio, reaching you where you are. No boundaries, no limitations.
And now let's give you some sporting information brought to you by Hepburn's Glass, located at 13 Chisholm Avenue in Kingston.
Hepburn's Glass Supplies is the latest trend-setting supplier of glass and mirrors in the industry. We specialize in tinted and clear glasses, as well as mirrors for all your windows, doors, and closets at very competitive prices. To maximize your shopping experience, we stock 316 and 1/8 mirror thickness and 316 and quarter thickness in our entire stock of float glasses. We have in stock gloves, cutters, and suction cups at unbeatable prices. Our customer service is second to none, with same-day cutting for your specific measurements. Visit our office at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. Call us at 9080962 or email hepburn.glass@gmail.com. Hepburn's Glass, quality service is our priority.
And now for our sports stories on football. The Jamaica Football Federation has commended Reggae Boys captain and goalkeeper Andre Blake for successful hosting a goalkeeping clinic at the Captain Horace Burrell Center of Excellence over the last 2 days. Blake, alongside national teammate Jamal Waite, national goalkeeper coach Andre Sewell, Philadelphia Union's goalkeeper coach Phil Whelan, Rian's Academy's Neo Oxford, and Kingston College's Robert Beckford worked with 24 youth goalkeepers selected from the Issa Manning Cup, the Costa Cup, and 2 women's goalkeepers from Rian's Academy. General Secretary of the Jamaica Football Federation, Dennis Strong, commended the initiative from Blake and his team of coaches, noting that Andre is an outstanding ambassador for Jamaica and has always represented the nation well. Blake, who is a 3-time MLS Goalkeeper of the Year, made his senior debut for the Reggae Boys in 2014 and will celebrate 10 years as a national player next year. He has been part of 5 CONCACAF Gold Cup squads for Jamaica, 1 Copa America in 2016, and was a member of the Jamaican team that won the 2014 Caribbean Cup. Finally, the Portland Football Association Western Union competition continues this weekend with 3 games, 1 Saturday and 2 on Sunday. On Saturday, the bottom of the table clash as Yajama C, 1 point, hosts Kensington SC, 0 point at Hector's River. On Sunday, 3rd place Progressive FC, 6 points, hosts 5th point Rio United on 3 points at Snow Hill, while 2nd place Manchineel C on 6 points hosts 4th place Berrydale SC on 4 points at Jones Park. Leaders Wi-Fi United 6 points are rested this week, so Progressive FC or Manchineel C can move into the lead. All game starts at 3 p.m. That's sports in our NRP Evening News Roundup, brought to you by Hepburn's Glass, located at 13 Chisholm Avenue in Kingston.
Hepburn's Glass Supplies is the latest trend-setting supplier of glass and mirrors in the industry. We specialize in tinted and clear glasses, as well as mirrors for all your windows, doors, and closets at very competitive prices. To maximize your shopping experience, we stock 316 and 1/8 mirror thickness and 316 and quarter thickness in our entire stock of float glasses. We have in stock gloves, cutters, and suction cups at unbeatable prices. Our customer service is second to none, with same-day cutting for your specific measurements. Visit our office at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. Call us at 9080962 or email hepburn.glass@gmail.com. Hepburn's Glass, quality service is our priority.
We promise to bring you a good news story as often as we can. If you know of or are aware of any event or person whose good story we should highlight, please send this information to our email address at nationalreligiousmediaja@gmail.com or call 876-336-9177. 9928. That's the local news and sport. Stand by now for the latest international news, courtesy of the Voice of America.
This is VOA News. I'm Alexis Strope. The Pentagon says it faces tough decisions in helping Ukraine if Congress does not approve more funding. AP Washington correspondent Sagar Meghani reports.
There are two pots of money for Ukraine set up specifically for the war with Russia. One involves the U.S. sending weapons already in Pentagon stocks. Major General Pat Ryder, the Pentagon's chief spokesman, says there's about $4.4 billion left in that fund.
Certainly, we do retain the option to spend the full 4.4.
The problem is congressional funding to replace those weapons is down to about $1 billion.
These are tough choices because ultimately, at the end of the day, we start to have to make decisions about our own readiness.
Which Ryder says is another reason Congress must approve the supplemental aid request, which includes roughly $30 billion to replenish the Pentagon's weapons stocks. Sagar Meghani, Washington.
Washington is pushing Israel to focus the war in Gaza on precise targeting of Hamas leaders rather than widespread bombing and ground operations, the White House National Security Advisor said on Friday, amid signs of differences over timing. Israel has so far revised increased global pressure to rein in the Gaza offensive, which has killed almost 19,000 Palestinians since the Hamas assault that killed around 1,200 people in southern Israel on October 7th. Hamas is a U.S.-designated terrorist group. French President Emmanuel Macron says he'd still consider talking with his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, if it helps to forge a, quote, sustainable peace between Ukraine and Russia. Macron and Putin enjoyed a good working relationship before Russia invaded its neighbor in February 2022. In the weeks leading up to the war, Macron's diplomatic efforts failed, but he then kept an open line of communication with the Russian president for months. Their diplomatic and personal links have deteriorated as the war dragged on. For additional stories 24 hours a day, visit voanews.com. This is VOA News.
That was the latest international news from the Voice of America. Now for the weather report and forecast. The National Met Service is reporting that there is a significant feature of a trough and low-level jet stream across Jamaica. Both the trough and the low-level jet stream are expected to remain across Jamaica through to tomorrow. On Sunday, a prefrontal trough is expected to move across Jamaica, followed by a cold front on Monday. Expect increased showers and occasional thunderstorms across Jamaica on Sunday and Monday as a result. In our 24-hour forecast, tonight will be cloudy. Tomorrow morning will be cloudy with periods of isolated showers across northern parishes, partly cloudy elsewhere. Tomorrow afternoon and evening, widely scattered showers and possible thunderstorms are expected mainly across central and western parishes, windy across southern parishes. In our 3-day forecast after tomorrow, Sunday expects cloudy conditions with periods of showers and thunderstorms across most parishes. Monday, expect isolated showers and possible thunderstorms across northern and southeastern parishes. Tuesday will be partly cloudy all day. Other current regional features: a stationary front across the Gulf of Mexico, a low pressure system in the Gulf of Mexico and across Panama. Minimum temperature expected for Montego Bay tonight, 24 degrees, and minimum temperatures expected for Kingston, also 24 degrees. This is the latest weather report and forecast in our NRP evening newscast. With that, we have come to the end of our news presentation this evening. But before we go, here are the headlines once again. Met Service predicts increased island-wide rainfall for Saturday night through to Monday. Prime Minister hails Jamaica's strong economic performance. Government announces plans to mandate plastic separation and recycling starting next year. And in sports, Reggae Boys captain and goalkeeper Andre Blake hosts successful goalkeeping clinic. The full information package today came to you courtesy of NRP Radio, reaching you where you are. No boundaries, no limitations. Here is your invitation to join us again on Monday morning at 6:30 for the NRP Break of Day newscast. Remember too, we also would love your feedback to this newscast via WhatsApp at 876-336-9928. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at nrpmediaja.com. Click on the notification bell. The same applies if you'd like to contact us on our radio platform at nrpmediaja.com. We're always operating 24/7, 365 days per year for your listening pleasure. Remember to look us up on Facebook under the name LEAON Nash. Join this growing medium. Feel fulfilled and informed. NRP Radio. For NRP Radio News, I am Luann Bramwell Shakes. Have a good rest of your evening.